The state of the entire crypto industry is but a shadow of its former self, looking at the events that surrounded it from November up until last month. Many cryptocurrencies hit new all-time highs, with Bitcoin taking the cake. Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Cardano are also some of the notable ones, to mention a few. XRP, though it joined the rally quite late, also showed its own bright sparks in its own key moments. Ripple has successfully embarked on the defense of the company, as well as its key executives, while also maintaining an operational front for business, as they've been making key moves to secure new institutions to further strengthen their ties. This brings them a giant step closer to achieving their goal of becoming the groundbreaking payment solution for banks across the world. Welcome back to Make Money Online. Today we'll be looking at the 15 new clients that have penned signatures with Ripple despite the lawsuit. We'll consider just how huge this is for XRP. We'll also be looking at the latest XRP news and going through up-to-date XRP price predictions. If you're watching a video on this channel for the very first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notifications every time we upload a new video. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs and its executives last December 22nd. In its filing, the regulator alleged that Ripple has raised $1.3 billion in unregistered securities offerings since 2013. At this point, it's very well known that Ripple is the most accomplished when it comes to forming partnerships and breaking into the existing financial world. After all, it is a project the target market of which is primarily made up of financial institutions. Even so, the sheer quantity and quality of the partnerships is staggering, considerably outshining anything that its counterparts have accomplished. There is a certain unmatched recognition that Ripple possesses, and a certain amount of it is undeniably due to the veritable utility of Ripple's banking solutions. It wouldn't have attracted these players if it weren't actually good, in other words. It still remains as appealing as ever, despite the lawsuit filed against it. Ripple's executives have also been cozying up to some insiders in the financial industry, like Christine Lagarde, the International Monetary Fund Managing Director and the Chairman of the European Central Bank. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, has compared his company's platform to Swift 2.0, a comparison that's been warmly received. He openly bragged about the fact that the company is still making remarkable progress in that capacity. The company has also experienced great expansion in Asian markets, and Japan in particular has made it very clear it considers XRP a currency rather than a security. The United Kingdom and Singapore were also not left out of the loop, as they showed they stand by XRP's currency status. Indeed, the successful pilot programs and the general warming of the sentiment towards Ripple bodes well for Ripple and XRP, which holds an iron grip on this niche of the market. There are very few organizations that do what Ripple does. Meanwhile, Ripple did lose a major client in the form of MoneyGram, which is battling its own problems, and thus it suspended anything that ties it to Ripple. While companies building their own blockchain solutions is something we'll increasingly see in the years to come, these solutions may not be able to keep up with that of Ripple's itself, simply because Ripple has a dedicated business and technical development team that extends into the far reaches of the financial system. Why spend resources on an internal solution when you can leverage an already existing solution that has a significant number of institutions using it? This means that Ripple, having gained more than enough ground with financial institutions and has so far satisfied them with the use of its products, still remains the best choice for any new and intending client. The financial institutions that make up the Ripple net include central banks, private banks, remittance firms, brokerages, and payments providers. It's indeed very much an upgrade over the existing Swift messaging system. The Swift system is notorious for lengthy transaction times, expensive processing fees, and uncertainty in transaction execution. Ripple's products have proven its solutions to be better than Swift in every which way possible. If Ripple didn't have solutions that worked, no one would be on the Ripple net, at least not this many clients. These partners now have a worldwide network upon which they can rely on to facilitate international transactions. It's a win-win for all stakeholders involved. Despite being hit with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's $1.3 billion lawsuit, Ripple continues to grow and sign new customers, according to the company's CEO Brad Garlinghouse. The company reaches 12 million users via the XRP ledger and the interledger protocol, and works with more than 40 companies committed to the utility of XRP, including Coil, Forte, BRD, BitPay, and Flare. It's created a private ledger system that allows central banks to operate as well. This was huge news that impacted the price of XRP in the short term. The company processed millions of RippleNet transactions, grew on-demand liquidity 12 times year over year, and signed 50 new contracts with banks after the SEC complained. Even after the SEC's lawsuit was officially filed, the company continued to close new customer deals at the rate of 2 per week. There's been an increasing demand for digital financial services and payments operations in Asia Pacific. This has propelled the adoption of RippleNet amongst the region's many SMEs, fintechs, and PSPs further. The number of deals signed in 2020 were up 80% year over year, and there was a 1,700% growth in transactions. The pace at which banks are joining, testing, and praising Ripple and its solutions is so evident that the contrary argument cannot be taken seriously. Ripple is one of the earlier projects in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space, and its continued survival, growth, and acceptance is a testament to the fact that it's a legitimate solution to modern banking solutions. In addition to the obvious benefits of time and cost savings that are generally spoken about a lot in crypto discussions, Ripple also provides partner institutions on-demand liquidity. So instead of having to pre-fund destination accounts with the local currency, XRP can be used. This means quicker settlements, lower costs, and better exchange rates. If you ask me, it's not a question of whether Ripple will replace SWIFT, it's happening already. In this chart, we can see that XRP formed a bullish reversal pattern and is set to test the 60 cents level of resistance over the next few days. If things improve, the bulls will make one more attempt to thrust the XRP-USD pair above the 50 cents resistance and resume the uptrend. If they manage to do that, the next stop could be the psychological resistance at 60 cents. XRP's price is growing actively, trading at around 40 cents. XRP-USD keeps trading near buy levels. We can currently suppose that after the sideways movement is over, the quotations will go on upwards. The aim of the growth is 50%, then 100% Fibonacci. The MACD histogram keeps growing while its signal lines are heading for zero, which is another signal for the end of the pullback. Upon winding it up, the quotations can leave for the previous goal of 52.8 cents. We're waiting to see if this trend will attain a bullish appearance. If it can sustain the price above 45 cents, the XRP-USD pair could rise to 55 cents and then 70 cents. This is an important support to watch out for because a break below it could signal the bulls are fully back in the game. Here we can see that the price is the breakout of resistance. By combining formations and selecting them for certain types of charts, each trader above the average level sees what he wants to see. Namely, they can affect the price now or in the future. We don't take into account the bulk of the crowd as it doesn't affect the price. It's only directed as fuel to make the price. Confusion is instilled in the managed sense of uncertainty surrounding the price. It's important to honestly beat everyone. Pay attention to the numerical value of the levels and squeezes. Think about why such a huge squeeze was needed when pumping 200% plus Wall Street bets on a one-day time frame. XRP-USD is in a situation where it's about to complete this potential major cycle in its price structure. Therefore, when it manages to finalize the wave count within the schedule and bounce off support before it can lead to the breakout above 50 cents. Regardless of regulatory uncertainty in the SEC lawsuit in the US, Garlinghouse is positive about 2021, acknowledging the continued strong support from customers and expressing optimism that 2021 will be even more successful than the previous year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you can get updates whenever we post a new video. What's your opinion on holding XRP? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And while you're here, check out one of our other videos. See you next time.
Hollywood Carson.